I'm Grim, at Grim's LNR, Comic Book Fiend Club member, at Comic Book Fiend Club on Instagram, and welcome to Review with a Brew. So this is my kitchen, I'm going to make a brew, and then I'm going to review something dead easy. Now, full disclosure, this is my first time ever making a YouTube video, so if it's a bit cringe or a bit rubbish, then yeah, sorry about that. Right, enjoy. With the advent of issue 55 coming out in January, saying I've never read Saga sometimes is like saying I've never seen Star Wars. But I have seen Star Wars. Elijah, you are 5 years old. Have you ever read Saga? Just in case you didn't know, Saga originally came out in 2012. It released with issue 1, which was a 40-page double-sized issue with 0 ads, and it was written by Brian K. Vaughan with art by Fiona Staples. The book ran for 54 issues up until the 25th of July 2018, when the book went on an indefinite hiatus. Finally, at New York Comic Con, Vaughan announced that the book would be coming back with issue 55 of January 2022. When this news was announced, my Instagram exploded with the amount of love that was out for this book. Now, I'd never read it, I wasn't on the hype train, and like I said, I knew nothing about it. But when the news came out, I imagine there were several heads exploding, premature ejaculations, and spontaneous human combustions at the excitement of this book being released. Maddox, you are 2 years old. Have you ever read Saga? So you've never read Saga? When I told the chapter, the international chapter, that I'd never read Saga before, I thought I was going to get chewed out. I thought I was going to get shouted at. But it turns out I wasn't the only one that hadn't read it. A lot of us hadn't read it. But as some of you may know, in the international chapter, we have Comic Goddess 2233, Kristen, and she has what I like to call BCE, big comic energy. So no matter what book you've got, no matter what book you think that is the best book in your collection, she can just put up a picture and blow yours out of the water. BCE. Saga is her favourite series, and she is the proud owner of a limited edition to 500 prints Fiona Staples cover of Saga #1, graded in a 9.8. So I'm just going to pause the video really quick right there. I'm just walking to work and I've realised that Kristen's comic is actually a 9.6 and not a 9.8. I sent her a message and she confirmed it is a 9.6. She's also very pissed off because the book is actually a 9.8, she says, and at CGC we're just being a bunch of cunts. I think that if there was a fire, she'd only save 2 things. That would be a kid and the book. Mind you, if there was a fire at my house, I'd probably just save my books. I wouldn't save the wife. Maybe a kid, might save a kid. I've got 2 of them, so survival of the fittest. So we've moved from the kitchen into my living room next to the fireplace because I felt it was a bit more sophisticated for this review part of the video. Also, it's a nice fireplace. It's real wood, that. Looks good, doesn't it? It came with the house. So, what did I think of Saga? Well, Saga was described to me as Star Wars with space dicks. And it was. It had space dicks. It had space boobs. It had violence. It had vulgarity. It had assassins. It had intergalactic space wars. But my big question is it wrong to find a armless, spider lady assassin with 8 eyes and a massive forehead attractive. But Saga was more than that. It was a real page turner. I completed volume 1 in one sitting. It was like a 6 episode series on Netflix that you just couldn't stop watching. It was a real page turner that I really enjoyed. I just couldn't put it down. I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard the premise of Saga, sci-fi, fantasy and space, I was a little bit concerned it was going to be very Lord of the Ringsy. Like the language might have been a bit Shakespearean in nature, and it would have been a bit inaccessible for me. But when the book opens with the line, "Am I shitting? I feel like I'm shitting," then I was in. I was straight in. It was my kind of book. What Saga breaks down into is a story about a family. It's a story about 2 people that just want to survive and see their best for their kid. But they're also being chased by assassins hired by a robot king during an intergalactic war. But it is about family. It's about relationships. It's about characters. It's about love. So I really enjoyed Saga. The hype was real. It was everything everyone said it was going to be, if not more. And I'm really looking forward to issue 55 coming out in January. The only problem I've got is that I only bought volume 1. It's now November, and it comes out in January, and I've got to find the rest of the volumes and read them. I should have bought the companion. Right, so we've reached the end of my first ever review with the Brew, my first ever video for the Comic Book Fiend Club, my first ever review on YouTube. It was probably shit, but hey, at least I gave it a go. So if you think that there's a book that I should read, that I should give my little review on, let me know in the comments below, and I might do another one of these. As always, please like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and all the other socials. My name's Grim from the international chapter of the Comic Book Fiend Club, and bye! Just trying to get the video a little bit longer. So I'm just going to wave so the time of the video is longer. Stay there if you want. Click off it. I'm sure there's other videos. Watch one of Jay's Turtles videos. They're good. Yeah. Or one of the Pokemon things. They're alright, Pokemons. I've never read Judge Dredd.